After a rest day at Montpellier, it was time for the third and final week, and they've saved the best and the toughest for last. 6 stages from the south of France to Paris, but before tasting the delights of the capital, the peloton will be pushed to the limit by some iconic alpine climbs.
What better way to restart than attacking the giant of the province? A 171-kilometre stage leaving Montpellier without difficulties before a dramatic finale. Every man for himself on the legendary climb to the finish. Seven would escape off the front, turn a gap over previous stage winners this edition. Arensman and Abramson were there too. Enric Mas, a danger with the climbing to come, about to start in earnest.
The riders reach the mythical climb in the Mont Ventoux. Paul's category, there's the statistics. That's where we are on the right-hand side. This is the theatre in which the top riders in the world will perform. Enric Mas attacks. Big move of Enric Mas.
He's opened up a massive gap with that attack.
You can count on the fingers of one hand the times that Enric Mas has attacked ever in the Tour de France. This is maybe the most important one. Healy has got some company in Buitrago, Harry Pont, and on the back out of Philippe.
There's the attack.
There's the attack. Vingegaard starts the assault on trying to take yellow back from Tadej Pogačar. But Pogačar responds immediately. They catch Rodriguez, and Vingegaard continues. Big move up the saddle for a long time. Look at the face of Pogačar. There's a little bit for the first time on the yellow jersey's face. The plan is being played out, so it's man against man on the mythical Mont Ventoux. Tiege Benoit with Vingegaard. Pogačar sitting on the wheel. He's responded once with 7 kilometres to go. There's another attack. Tiege Benoit pulls the parachute, and Vingegaard starts again on this 10% gradient. Pogačar looking like he can respond easily. Vingegaard checks, looks straight into his face. Strikes yet again. Pogačar responds in a headwind. Look at Vingegaard sprinting as though it's the finish line, and Pogačar is right in the slipstream and refuses to let go. Healy hits him on the left-hand side. Doesn't quite have the legs though this time to open up an advantage. Harry Pont has an answer to that attack. 4 riders at the front with 1,800 metres now to go. Pogačar decides to strike. 1,200 metres from the top. He wants the stage win, and he wants to get rid of the Danish rider behind him. Vingegaard's refusing this time to let him go. Vingegaard and Pogačar thumping blows at each other this afternoon on this mountain.
Well, this is also looking good for the breakaway. 1 minute, 1 kilometre.
Healy goes round the corner, takes the right line. Valentin Paris looks for the inside line. Buitrago sprinting. Now it is 2 riders head to head. Healy and Valentin Paris. Who's going to take it on Ventoux? It's a French victory at the top of the Mont Ventoux for Valentin Paris. Vingegaard is stuck to him at the top of the Mont Ventoux. They catch even Enric Mas, but Vingegaard is still locked in on the wheel. He gets dropped just before the finish, may lose a second. A French victory on the top of the Mont Ventoux leaves Tadej Pogačar in the yellow jersey with an advantage increased by 2 seconds on Jonas Vingegaard.
Likely the last chance for sprinters, given changes to the final stage in Paris. The finish in Valence has previously crowned Greipel, Sagan and also Cavendish in 2021. Without major challenges, the team's aiming to deliver a bunch sprint. Yet 4 riders were of a mind to test the peloton's control. Groupama's Quentin Pache, Mathieu Bergadeau of Total Energy, Stage 11 winner Jonas Abramson, as well as EF Education's Vincenzo Albanese.
Gamay moves to the right-hand side. Turgis, Merlier, Phil Bauhaus. Those are the sprinters who look like they're going to go for this.
Leaving it really late today. 200 meters to go.
Tom Scoynes on the front. And here goes the lead-out train with Simone Consoni. Milan now kicks in the middle. Biniam Gamay in the wheel. Milan looks around. So Milan takes it from Gamay.
Inside the final 80 kilometres, and the sprinters had worked their way back into the peloton. The leading group with around a minute on them.
The rain is pretty heavy now. There's Abrahamson. Israel Premier Tech now moving up. They look very, very strong this afternoon.
So in 500 meters, they will go left, and it gets a lot narrower. We go from 2 lanes into 1, and the corner is in. Oh, massive crash!
Oh, crash! And a load of riders hit the deck, including Biniam Gamay. Big acceleration from Fedorov as he brings Ballerini to the front. Arnaud Delis goes on the left-hand side. Paul Penouet is also there. Getting set is the rider from the Picnic Post NL Team 2. He starts to sprint. Jonathan Milan gets ready. Milan starts to kick. Arnaud Delis hits his wheel, and they go. Milan is going straight for the line to be challenged by Jordi Meus, but it's Jonathan Milan who wins the stage. Tadej Pogačar in the yellow jersey as the race leader.
The Queen's Stage will be a torturous affair. Glandon and Madeleine the appetizers for the third and final hors category climb up the Col de la Loze. An explosive one between the expected GC fight and any climbers with the legs for the challenge.
Le départ réel donné à midi 20.
Here is the sprint in Rue Peru. It's going to be the team of Lidl Trek and Jonathan Milan as he fires his way to the line. It's going to be Jonathan Milan ahead of Biniam Gamay, and it looks like Turgis just behind, followed by Abrahamson in 4th place. Rollins goes through to the front.
The riders starting to fracture up the stern Glandon test. Niels Pollitt pulling the bunch to within around 90 seconds of the breakaway. We're at the back. The polka dots of Lenny Martinez were desperately searching a second wind. 5th overall, Primoz Roglic, the highest placed rider. A chase ongoing to make contact, but not before the head of the race fought it out for the first King of the Mountain point.
Martinez moves up, and here goes Arensman. He's going to go head-to-head with Lenny Martinez for the points. Martinez jumps away. Over the top of the Col de Glandon is the rider wearing the polka dots. Now makes it his officially. 20 points to Lenny Martinez.
Jorgensen and Arensman managed to distance the others on the descent, nearly 3 minutes from the head of the race to the yellow jersey. Yet Bruno Armorai dragged a 6-man chase back in aid of teammate Felix Gall. Roglic into virtual third over stablemate Lipovitz. Kevin Vogtland struggling at the back of a Visma-controlled peloton, desperate to light up their yellow jersey ambitions.
There's acceleration set, Kuss.
The attacks have started. Kuss and Vingegaard have started an assault. Lipovitz decides he's got to come across.
3 kilometres from the Madeleine summit, Vinokur and the yellow jersey made it to the front. Lipovitz, though, unable to match the pace. 2 down, 1 to go, the Col de la Loze.
There goes Ben O'Connor and Rubio, and yes, they have to do that. They have to take the most of this gain between Visma and UAE. And Jorgensen on the chase.
Jorgensen goes with them again. Big attack. Florian Lipovitz has gone clear from the yellow jersey group. The final climb of an intriguing stage, stage 18. There's the vital statistics.
He's talking on the radio, so most likely been asked to slow down.
Visma have decided that it's not Jorgensen's day. O'Connor takes a look. It's Lipovitz, he's catching Jorgensen, who just wait. The group of the Maillot Jaune at 3:12. Then the drop riders behind, various different groups. Ben O'Connor attacks. Big move of the Australian. And O'Connor has decided to go for gold.
The group catching up to Lipowitz. Could Vingegaard recreate 2 years ago when Pogacar's yellow jersey blew up on this climb? Would Ben O'Connor go all the way?
16 kilometres solo. A brilliant day for a brilliant rider. Jubilation for Jaco Alula. Brilliant Ben O'Connor wins his second stage in the Tour de France. Big move of the yellow jersey. He's revving it up now at the top of the Col de Loz to show Vingegaard who is the boss. Onley is still fighting because he knows that any little acceleration is going to give him a bit more time. But Vingegaard has to succumb to the power of the boss. Pogacar is the boss of the 25 Tour de France. Vingegaard finishes behind him. After 18 days, Tadej Pogacar extends his advantage.
Race organisers chopped 35 kilometres off the stage, but it didn't make things much easier for the riders. With the testing Col du Pré and the climb to the finish at La Plagne all within some 93 kilometres, it promised to be a fast and nervy stage. It certainly was quick almost from the off, as there was still an early intermediate sprint to negotiate. The little Trek team forcing the pace to give Jonathan Milan the best chance of grabbing the points to reinforce his hold on the green jersey.
And here is the sprint starting to open up. Jonathan Milan in second place. Girmay is there. Anthony Turgis, Abrahamsen, the same riders we've seen throughout this tour as Milan now kicks. Girmay is on the wheel. And Milan looks around. Turgis on the other side. Milan takes it. 352 points now for Jonathan Milan.
Those who still had the legs went on the attack on the Col du Pré. Primož Roglic was one of those riders, as was Lenny Martinez, a man with designs of being this year's King of the Mountains. And they were soon joined by stage 16 winner Valentin Paré-Pinte. Back down the mountain, a group of 4 dug deep in a bid to close the gap. At the top, Martinez claimed a precious maximum haul of points.
This climb is a second category climb. It's only 4 minutes at the top. He's just responding to everything that's thrown at him today so far. He pulls his way back onto the wheel. Look at Martinez digging deep here at the top of this mountain. 97 points now in the King of the Mountains to Tadej Pogacar's 105. Roglic comes down to Valentin Paré-Pinte and just goes absolutely flying past. He's on a mission today. He's thrown everything at it to just try and move up, give his team something to shout about tonight. Roglic is flying 71 kilometres an hour. Roglic looks a little bit resigned to going back to the grip. Arensman looking to attack, big move by the rider who's already won a stage, and this is the time now to put the Tour de France to bed. He goes past Arensman as though he's in a different bike race. Another attack of Arensman. This time he decides to go, and he's not scared of doing so, despite these riders going past him like he had his brakes on.
Well, he knows these two riders are going to look at each other. The thing is, when they don't look at each other, they go for it.
But Arensman goes again. His pure climbing style as Arensman jumps away. But he's now bringing Felix Gall back from his attack, and he's also bringing back Pogacar.
You take all the shit you've been through to get here and you put it into the pedals, mate. We're so proud here, okay? Come on, mate.
Onley has cracked. Onley is finding it too difficult right now. He cannot respond to the pace. Arensman can see the finish line now. This has been an immense move up La Plagne. Are they going to come sprinting past him, or is he going to win the stage? Ineos Grenadiers, here comes Florian Lipovic. Pogačar actually doesn't have the legs, and Vingegaard's going to go and try and beat him. The top of La Plana, the final Oars category climb of this race. Vingegaard now starts to move. Can Arensman win the stage? He's hanging on. Arensman makes it to the top of La Plana, and he wins his second stage in this year's Tour de France.
Overall, though, Pogačar remains out in front and with a lead of over 4 minutes on Vingegaard. And with just 2 stages to go, a fourth Tour de France title is almost within reach. In yellow, and there's just 1 stage to go. This year's tour ends today on the Champs-Élysées, 50 years after Paris's famous boulevard first provided the backdrop to the race's finale. Another anniversary, that of 1 year since the Paris Olympics, sees the riders back on Montmartre, which means we may not see the traditional sprint finish.
The Patrouille de France is about to fly over the Tour here on the Champs-Élysées. And now they make their way towards Montmartre in the background. This is going to be pretty special. Alaphilippe goes clear. It's like it's the last lap. Montmartre is turning into the theatre of dreams of this rider at the front. Everyone checking. Look at Tadej Pogačar.
It's coming back extremely quick, and it's Wout van Aert on the wheel.
So it's Julian Alaphilippe, Arnaud Delis, Tadej Pogačar. The yellow jersey kicks on now. He's decided he wants to get involved in the action this afternoon. Wout van Aert is there.
Julian Alaphilippe sparked a split in the peloton on the first climb of Montmartre. Pogačar was among the group, but not his GC rivals. With the GC standings already set in stone by race organisers, a prestigious stage victory was now the main prize, with 2 climbs still to go. After crossing the finish line for a 5th time, the lead group headed up Montmartre again. Pogačar took matters into his own legs, leaving just 6 men in the hunt, among them notably vice-major Wout van Aert and Matteo Jorgensen, and that group would duel it out for victory over the final 20 kilometres.
Another big attack of Pogačar in the saddle. Full throttle right now. Van Aert still hangs on.
Yeah, it's too much for Moritz, too much for... Yes, and it looks like Ballerini is the only one that's capable of following him, and Van Aert.
Van Aert is still there. Van Aert attacks Pogačar. The unthinkable has happened. Van Aert goes full on now to try and get rid of the yellow jersey, and he's distancing Tadej Pogačar on Montmartre. What a turn up for the books. Van Aert goes clear.
Only a couple of 100 metres before there it is. That's the top of the climb now.
Look at the acceleration. Wout van Aert has distanced the yellow jersey and winner of the Tour de France. An exceptional show of pure power from Wout van Aert.
Yeah, this is the Van Aert we're used to seeing on telly from a couple of years ago. What an exceptional climb he's done. There it is. That's the top of the climb now. Take it easy around the corner.
Slides the bike a little bit. Wout van Aert now full on. 6 seconds he's got. He's left Pogačar for dust.
20 secondes d'avance pour Wout van Aert. 20 secondes d'avance pour Wout van Aert à 3 km de l'arrivée. 20 seconds with 3Ks to go.
Today the Tour de France put in a climb to Montmartre, and this rider has produced the most momentous ride. He's attacked Pogačar in the yellow jersey at the top of the final climb, and Wout van Aert has pulled off an incredible stage win. Both hands up, 10 stage wins in the Tour de France. Wout van Aert wins on the Champs-Élysées. Take a big bow. That was incredible.
That was incredible bike racing, pure bike racing. Ballerini goes for second. He's got Moritz on the wheel. He's looking back. Tadej Pogačar is happy with finishing the Tour de France.
Tadej Pogačar wins his 4th Tour de France.
But there was no denying the Great Slovenian the most important place on the podium of the Tour de France 2025. It's his 4th victory on the Grand Prix. and his second back-to-back success in the world's greatest cycling race. Jonas Vingegaard finishes second for the second successive year, and Florian Lipovic marks his Tour debut with a sensational third place in the GC. There were points to be had on today's final stage, and as he has consistently done throughout, Jonathan Milan took them. He won the day's intermediate sprint on the Champs-Élysées, adding 20 points to his total, ensuring that Lidl's top rider is the 2025 Tour de France green jersey.
Italy winning the green jersey, brought to you by Skoda, congratulated on the official podium by Emanuela Adele-Sacco.
Pogacar is taking home the yellow jersey, which thanks in large part to his brilliance in the mountains. And it's no coincidence that he also tops the 2025 race for the polka dot jersey. Vingegaard is second again, though Lenny Martinez would have had that place, but for an 8-point penalty earlier in the race. No surprise that Lipovic, who turns 25 in September, is also the winner of the white jersey for the Tour's top young rider. Oscar Onley and Kevin Vogtland complete the podium. Ben Heel was fourth. He grabbed a stage win and 3 podium finishes in all to earn himself the race's super combative prize. No doubt you'll be hearing a lot more from them in the future. So another tour over, another ripping